is happening, people? It is Brian Alsruhe, NEVERsate.com, and if you can't tell, I don't have a voice. Which is probably a good reason why you guys haven't gotten a video this week, because it's tough to talk to your camera when you can't talk. But talking time and training time are two different things, and I went back to training this week, and that's what I'm getting ready to do. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking, but the one thing that I did want to talk to you about is something we're talking about, and if you guys can't tell through my shirt, where the incision is, one of the incisions, I have a growth. I'm not sure if you can see it. That's not supposed to be like that. This is actually the exact site of the screw, so we'll see what is actually going on there. I am gonna do an entire video about my rehab and how all that's going, and I went and saw a doctor late last week and he gave me some stuff to work on. However, there's a new development for about 2 days, so we're kind of keeping an eye on it, see what's going on there. But for right now, it's training. I'm so happy to be back after it, so we're gonna go get into that, and I'll meet you guys right back here afterwards for the video recap. I'm so excited. What is happening, people, and welcome to the commentary. So the very first thing that I need to apologize for is my voice. It is still not that much better. Secondly, I am doing this while my little puppy Kona is sleeping next to me, so if he wakes up, you can just about guarantee he is going to start making some noise because he is a very vocal puppy. Anyway, so I went back to training. I was doing the hands-free SSB squat here this day. In between, I was just getting some glute ham raise sit-ups. But what you guys are seeing here is 430 pounds. I keep my arm in the sling. I technically don't need to wear the sling anymore that often. But when I am lifting, I have a tendency to do stupid things if stuff starts going wrong. So I keep it on just to keep myself safe. That is 520 pounds right there, no problem whatsoever. So then I jump to 570 pounds, and Nick and I are trying to do a couple things for each other's channel, and every once in a while just taking the camera, getting more of a moving type of shot instead of just a static shot. So that's what you guys are seeing right there. This is 570 pounds. If I could use both my arms, this would not be a big deal, but since I cannot, it is a big deal, and there we go. So that's 570 pounds. That felt pretty good. I believe that I've done 600 pounds on this before, so I wanted to hit something higher than that. Also, I promised my wife that I would not squat 600 pounds today, so I squatted 610. Yeah. That didn't go well. Anyway, which takes me to my assistant's work after that, which I was doing SSB walking lunges at 250 pounds on the bar there. Just kind of, I love unilateral leg work, and of course you guys know I'm a huge fan of good mornings of all variations, and these are some seated hands-free good mornings which do a lot to help my deadlift, as well as glute ham raises, which you guys will always see me doing at the end of any lower body day. Glute ham raise is one of the best exercises you can do if you want your squat or your deadlift to go up. Which brings us to my upper body day of the week with El Rose. This is the first time that I've pressed anything or rode anything since the surgery. So start out 135 and 95 on the bar there. Man, it is so hard. There's so many times in your life, if you're in this game long enough, where you're going to have to drop all the way back to an empty bar or 135 or even 95 pounds. And it comes back, guys. Don't get that discouraged. It's discouraging for me, but I know that I'll be back to where I need to be very, very soon. Here's a set of 115. This, I wish I could tell you, was pain-free, but it absolutely was not. Now, I was, of course, doing everything in giant sets like I always do. So my giant set for this day was the rows to the Swiss bar bench press, to the hollow rocks, to the sled drags. And I wasn't being explosive with that. I was just kind of moving slow with the sled drags because I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on my shoulder because it's not healed whatsoever. It's literally just still held together with sutures. So I need to be really, really careful about things like this, like rowing where it's going to pull down. So that is 205 pounds along to go with the 135-pound Swiss bar. Now, I cannot do a regular barbell right now because I can't externally rotate my shoulder that much without having a whole lot of pain. So this is an easy way to keep my elbows pretty tucked, keep it pretty safe, throw it more to my triceps. But it's so cool to be able to be pressing something. But you guys can see, even during that pressing, I'm starting to kind of corkscrew a little bit and do some stupid things, just trying to protect that shoulder. So that's why I finished off my set at 225 on the rows and 155 on the bench, because it was just, I didn't want to push too hard. There's a big, big gap between being really, really stupid and re-injuring yourself and not doing enough. So just trying to find that. And then Saturday morning, Kona Boy showed up for his first day at the gym. So I'm just going to let you guys see a little bit of him. He was so cool.
First time in the gym, right?
Yeah. Hopefully he does okay. We'll see how he does during conditioning. He did so well. He's going to be an awesome gym dog. But here's a warning. I'm about ready to pop whatever that is on my shoulder. So if you get sick, fast forward now. Fast forward now. So he's going to have to go.
Wait, did you name
His name was Herman. And now he needs to be burned with fire.
I just don't want it to go exploding.
Do you want me to just squeeze the heck out of
Go
it?
for it.
Don't point it at me.
Yes, that's why I can't watch it.
It's just bleeding at the moment, though. It's not really.
Oh, look at you, how you feeling? Much better.
What'd you do? Just have a migraine?
No, I got this chest cold thing that just won't go away. I'm gave me antibiotics for sort of those Thursday, but I got home yesterday. That's a little weird. And I got to exactly. It came down my throat.
Ew, that's slippery. Nick, taste it.
Taste it. It certainly doesn't look better than it did when it started. In my face, my hair, it was everywhere. It was in my shirt.
Did you have to go home and like take a shower?
No, I had to bathe myself in the sink. I keep saying patience.
So did it just like straight, like land on you?
It erupted.
How big was it?
It was like as big as my palm. And when I cut it with a,
So this is gonna get as big as your palm? Cause that'd be awesome.
it's like,
Excellente.
it's not really.
Hi Nick. Hi Nick, what's your name?
It's like the Predator trifecta. Like the three little. Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry about that. Anyway, we were not able to get any of the bad stuff out of it. So if it is a cyst or an infection, it certainly didn't look too much like it right there. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to have to get an ultrasound to make sure that it is not the hardware that's actually in my shoulder, because that wouldn't be very good. Anyway, I moved on after doing that to lifting, at which time I was getting some single arm farmer's walks as well as some hands-free strap deadlifts, as you guys have seen me do before. And I was just trying to work up, see what was there. Looks like we are at 500 pounds here, which I think I double or triple. I think I double it, which really isn't that bad. And I figured after this I would jump to 550 because 545 is my current PR. However, it got way out in front of me, and this was a terribly long, horrible, horrendously, oh man, I'm glad I don't have to do that again. Yeah. Anyway, really glad. I'm so happy to be lifting again, guys. It is absolutely amazing. And then I finished off with some sits and stuff with these stupidity deadlifts, doing sets of 10. All right, and we're back. So it's actually been a couple days since last time you guys saw me, because after talking to the camera and talking to everybody else at the gym, my voice actually went away worse for a couple days. So now it is officially back. Again, guys, I apologize for not being around this past week, but I can't make videos if I can't speak. So actually what is going on now, I am actually really happy to be training again. Felt so good about some of the numbers I was able to hit this week. I felt like I didn't backslide quite as far as I expected I would have by this point. So hopefully I can continue to figure out new innovative ways to continue to challenge my body so that by the time that I'm done with this stupid shoulder stuff, that it will all be better. Now, for the question I know that all you are very interested in, it is Monday morning. You guys are wondering what this guy looks like, and as you can see, he's already popping out. So this is what it currently looks like. I am on antibiotics, so it ended up turning much less red, which is a plus. And then today I'm gonna go talk to my doctor about getting an ultrasound to see what actually is in there. So after we tried lancing it and that didn't work, we're assuming it's gonna be something else. So I just need to get through that. Hopefully I don't need to go back in and get another surgery done and reset this timeline for everything to restart. Hopefully that doesn't happen because that wouldn't be a very cool thing. But it does seem like my voice is coming back, so hopefully this week I'll be back up to speed with normal videos, normal release times, normal release days, all that kind of stuff. But I do thank you guys so much for everything you guys have done to help support me throughout all of this. If you guys did order a program, unless it was within the last day or two, it should be done. It should be out to you. If it is not, make sure you email me because that means that I probably messed something up and you should have it by now. But to everybody else, I just thank you so much for watching these videos and thank you guys for all your support. It's so good to be lifting again. It is like a weight being lifted off of me. me. It just feels so good, and it's like coming out of being underwater in a depression is just so good. And I'm so happy to be doing it. I just thank you guys for everything you guys have done to help me get to this point. And I will catch up with you guys later in the week. But until I do, go out, do something amazing in your lives. Keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other. Hopefully I'll have a voice next video, and I will see you then.